following program is rated MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
This week on the 5-Minute Warning.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. If Diddy blew up my car and I was supposed to be in it, I probably would call Diddy and I'd be like, hey, man, we carrying this shit way too far. Like, what happened to you just sending some goons over here to teach me a lesson? Or what, you know what I'm saying? Or what happened with somebody like just threatening me with a gun? We next level and shit like that?
Show that gives you everything and nothing at all. That's everywhere you don't want to be. It's Ruben, Mo B, and on the ones and twos, AG.
The 5-Minute Warning.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of 5-Minute Warning. As always, it's your boy, Ruben, here because it's Sunday. It's 9 o'clock. That's what we do. And of course, my man, my mellow, AG in the house. What's going on, AG?
Not a whole lot, man. Not a whole lot.
Okay.
But I got a present for you. I got a present for you. Just for you.
You so dumb. Leroy Chicken.
You know, honestly, I can always tell when a white dude is trying to be black, sir. I can pick it out. I don't know how I could do it. I just, because it's like, that sounds like a white dude. Just, you know, pretending. But the fried chicken comment at the end was hilarious, man. That is always funny. That lets me know exactly who these people are.
Yeah, at least I got fried chicken.
But I'm doing well, sir. Married to the prettiest woman alive.
Awesome.
You know, yeah, that's what's up.
That's always good.
Hey, man.
Shout out. Go ahead.
Shout out to all the podcasters out there that actually handle audio signal and make this stuff to where people can hear it and they're not distracted. I had some issues, bro. And
what do you mean?
Well, I got a new microphone, if you have not noticed. I sound really good, if you have not noticed. No hum,
yes, you do.
No nothing. $600 well spent.
Ooh.
Actually, $600? Yeah, $600. Beautiful microphone. I've been Jones for this about a year. So finally got one. So I said, I'm gonna take my taxes and make sure I get this microphone because I am sick and tired of sounding like
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's the first thing. But then when I went to test the mic, I pulled up a Pro Tools session to test the mic out, see how it sounded. And I couldn't get a signal through my audio interface. I don't know what was going on with it, but I didn't have time for it. So I went searching for one and I found one. But before I went and bought the one that I actually found that I did end up purchasing, I wanted to see how much it would cost to get my old one fixed. I've had this for like 10 years. So I was just like, I kind of sort of understand it. It sounds good, whatever. So I got on the phone with Sweetwater tech support was like, this is how much it's going to cost. We don't know what's wrong, but it's going to cost you at least $100 up front, non-refundable. But if we find out what's wrong with it, you want to fix, that'll go towards the repair, and the repairs are probably going to cost you $300-$400. And I'm like, come on, man.
I might as well just buy a new damn.
Well, yeah.
Like,
so I did some more research and I got the level up from the one I did look up. My man was like, look, man, for all the money you're going to spend, I'll knock $100 off of the one that you want, and then you can make your decision from there. It took 24 hours to think about it, and I was like, dial me up. So I got it. You sent it. It sounds amazing. And when things happen and you have a schedule, and I don't really have a schedule. I mean, I want to do the show every week. I have to do, post, within a couple of days to make sure it gets out on time. I've been really paying attention to my schedule lately. So I don't really have time to waste. And so it's like those dudes at Sweetwater, if you don't know Sweetwater, then you figure it out. They took care of me. It's not really that they have stuff to buy. It's just like after purchase, how they treat the customer is really important. Because you get this stuff and sometimes it's faulty, sometimes it's your fault, sometimes it's their fault, sometimes it's whatever. The bottom line is you're not up and running. Meanwhile, time is ticking. You know, you got a podcast to get out, you got a mix to get out, you got a master to get out, whatever. You got a recording session coming up. It matters that this stuff is, you know, somebody's helping you with this stuff. So long story short, they responded to me and all the problems I had. I even had a problem getting some of this stuff registered so I can get the software that was included with it. They went and, you know, on my behalf and hooked me up, got back to me. I got all my stuff right. I mean, yo, if you're going to buy something, go to Sweetwater. They're going to take care of you after the fact. And the audio interface that failed me was 10 years old. They had it on record that I bought it from them, and they were still going to help me out based on the fact that I bought it from them, whether it was under warranty or not.
Nice.
So, just want to let all the people out there like me or better or worse, if you're just a beginner, if you're buying audio equipment, trust me when I say buy it from Sweetwater, because things are bound to go wrong. You're going to need some help. They will help you. I promise you they will help you. They have somebody there that's very knowledgeable. So that's my little thing. That's actually what was on my mind, but I just wanted to get that out because there are certain things I do for the show. If I don't do them, they ain't gonna get done. I just don't have the time. I have to be up and running. Like tonight, I got things to do, so I can prepare for tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll do all the things I need to do to get the show to you Tuesday or Monday, depending on, you know, how fast I can do it. So again, you are on a schedule. People don't have time to waste because there's probably somebody waiting on them to do something they can't do. And it's important that you deal with the company that is there for you after you spend your money. And I'll say this again. Now, you might have your own little, you know, preferences, and that's fine. You can do what you want to do. However, don't act like I ain't tell you. You're welcome. Sweetwater.com. Just saying.
Yeah, I got this fancy, nice little headset from Sweetwater.
Yes, you did.
You know, and it sounds great, apparently. So, hey, I hear you, bro. Shout out to Sweetwater.
Yes.
Thank you for taking care of us roundabout. You know, yo, man. Shout out to South Carolina.
Yes, sir. That's my next thing I was gonna say. Yeah.
38-0. Shout out to Iowa, man, who brought it. You know,
did they really? Because I didn't see them. Yeah, I know they outscored them in the first quarter, like by 7.
Yeah, they brought it, man. And even when they were up by like 12, they brought it back to 5. Like, they were doing the damn thing. You know, shout out to Iowa. You know, and of course, the classiest person in basketball, Dawn Staley, even gave a shout out to Iowa. And more importantly, Caitlin Clark. As she said, for carrying the weight of women's basketball over her shoulders the whole season. And she said, from her mouth, she said, you are one of the GOATs. And I was like, bro, if that don't make you a made person, I don't know what does.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you know, and I guess the other thing was, and this is the contrast that I'll say with LSU in South Carolina. End of the game, they were down by 9 with like a minute left. So I think they won by 12.
Yes.
Yo, man. You know, coach pulled her starters out for Iowa. All good, all good. You know, celebration happened. But classy, Iowa, they still stayed and waited. Gave that, you know, to the coaches and the team. And I mean, it's just like, yo, man, like, it's wild, right? That we should not be talking about sports this way. But there's a reason why some teams win and some teams lose. Not just because they're better, but hey, man, the basketball gods be smiling. And the karma gods be smiling too. Like, and we'll talk about this in a second. Yo, man, I mean, to me, one of the things that I've just taken, yo, man, ladies and gentlemen, if you out there, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you do. The only thing I would say is do your best to move right. Don't be moving all jacked up, because that shit comes back and hits you, and it hits you, and it hits you in the face when you're not moving right. And yes, I am talking about Kim Mulkey. Yes, I am talking about LSU, simply because, as I said last week, the players are a reflection of the coach. When the coach don't move right, the players don't move right. You know? And that's just what it is. You know? It's like you are who you hang around, right, AG?
For the most part.
Sometimes, yeah.
That's why you shouldn't hang around certain people, because it'll rub off. If it's good or bad, it'll rub off, for better or worse. So yeah, I agree.
Or worse, you are implicated in that when you ain't do shit. Just because you hang with that.
Guilt by association is real.
Yep. So, I want to go ahead. I was hoping Mo B would be here by now, but we'll wait for a little bit. With that being said, this week we're going to talk about what's going on in the news. Current stuff. We don't really do a lot of current stuff around here. We talk about a whole bunch of other stuff, but we don't talk about current news shit. And this week, we're going to talk about some current news shit, because I know everybody want to know how we think about some shit that's going on. Because if there's anything we are, AG, is opinionated as fuck.
Well, that's not true, because some of the things you say are facts. Whether you agree with them or not is immaterial. Some of the things you say are facts.
We say facts, but we also give our opinions.
True.
And I think we're really good at all of it.
Absolutely.
Because we do our research. We're not journalists, but I would think it's fair that we don't spew a lot of bullshit out here.
No, no one says anything half-cocked.
So.
That's true.
Let's go ahead and talk about it. Angel Reese, man.
Okay.
I think Angel Reese is a good college player. I think that her game will translate in the WNBA. I think that, you know, she could be a 15-7, 15-8 person. 15 points, 7-8 rebounds. I think she can do that in the WNBA. She's got some post moves. She's pretty relentless. And she does have some heart. So, that's not the question. But I wanted to talk about her in a positive light. Because what you can't do, however you feel about her personally, you can't take away what she does on the court. You know, she's All-American for a reason. You're not an All-American just because you're there. So, shout out to Angel Reese. But, however, I got issue with some of the shit. Like people, you know, she went and she talked and she started crying. And I mean, it happens, man. We all cry about something. And that's okay. You know? However, my opinion is that you can't sit here and say in one speak, well, everybody wants me to be the villain, so I'm going to be the villain. And then turn around and cry because everybody made you the villain. Like, I just feel like you're talking out both sides of your mouth. And then, like, because Emmanuel Acho came out was pretty much like, well, he said some things that I felt were kind of truthful, but he also said, you know, some people didn't take it that way. You know? So, my first question to you, AG, is, did you see the press conference after they lost and her crying and stuff? And how do you, if you did, how do you feel necessarily about it?
Well, first of all, I did not see the press conference. I think I glanced by it, but I had heard many things about her crying. There's two sides of it to me, because the human side, I didn't see anything wrong or abnormal, because no matter what people say, at the end of the day and at night by themselves are human beings. So there's that. Now, I do believe that you can say things a lot of the same things. And because a lot of times people say things that are impossible to live up to, we expect them to live up to it, for better or worse, because you keep feeding me this diet of who you say you are. So I keep consuming it. Well, people that say that I don't mind being the villain and then getting upset and crying by the pressure of always being the villain, of which you're not, but you said you are, you said you're okay with it, you position yourself to be mocked. And that's what happened. Based on what I heard people say or whatever it is, some people defended, like what Acho said. I caught a little bit of what he said, and it's like some people were like, yeah, that's true. Some people were like, you're too hard on her, whatever. And I'm sure some people were like, how black people going to talk about black people? It's invariably going to be racism involved, especially with her in particular. So for me, again, I didn't see the press conference. I have heard a lot of her quotes and a lot of the things that she had done going back to last year in the championship game. Again, once you start down a path, and it's a narrow path and it's an unchanging and unyielding path, then you can't then decide you want to be someone else. You can't. You can. Don't get me wrong. You can do that, but people aren't going to believe you. And it took me back to the moment in The Last Dance, where Michael Jordan, he's being Angel Reese in this moment. And it's like, you're a dick, but you helped us win, but you're still a dick. And so his response to all of the pressure of being pelted by these very deserving stones was tears. Basically, he was in tears talking about, well, if you didn't want to win the way I wanted to win, then F you. I'm taking my ball and going home, which I thought lacked maturation. However, once I had put a period on that sentence, I still have to understand that this guy's a human being. And no matter how much of a dick he was, he doesn't want to be just being a dick all the time. He doesn't want his teammates to look at him and go, dude, yeah, I don't even like you, but I appreciate the rings. Because he's a person. And he's more than the provider of championship rings. However, he still has to understand that you have to be more than one thing to be seen as more than one thing. You can't be a dick all the time and then be mad that people label you as a dick. This is the same dude that when people practiced as hard as him, they get punched in the face, a la Steve Kerr. Are you for real? This is the dude that apparently did something to Robert Parrish too many times to the point to where he said, and this is a quote, dude, you talk to me that way. Oh no, this is Bill Cartwright. Dude, you talk to me again that way, I will kick your ass. This is Bill Cartwright. And I'm like, then Luke Longley is as big of a contributor as he was in the last 3 championships. You didn't even mention this dude. I'm like, bro, you are who you said you were, and you're crying because people said you were that. So again, I don't mean to go into a Jordan thing. I'm just letting you know, people like that, and I have dated people like this. I had friends this way. Don't be mad when somebody called you fat, when all you ever eat are Twinkies.
And 300 pounds.
Exactly. You are actually a fat dude. Don't be mad. Hey, man, eat a salad. That's all I'm saying. Walk around the block. That's all I'm saying. If you want to be seen a certain way, do your job.
Correct.
Now, Angel Reese did her job. She gave a finger to white America because she let Caitlin Clark have it. You won, you got the ring, you got the natty, you were all these things. And then it's like you choose to cry in a loss. You choose to show humanity in a loss. You chose to help people understand I'm a real person, I'm not a villain, in a loss. You probably would have helped yourself if you could have done that in a win. But you didn't. You labeled yourself and you backed it up, and now you want us to believe something else. Now, again, there are two sides to this. Number one, she's a human being. Everything she says is a half lie. Because no matter how we try to label ourselves, we are frail. We get very upset, all the things. We feel things, for better or worse, false or true. We are flawed. We are flawed beings. And so I will always, default to that. Having said that, though, if you're not self-aware enough to say, hey, if I want these people to see that I'm a human, a full frequency human being, then guess what? I gotta own that. Now, there are a lot of things I don't like about Bill Belichick, but that dude is do your job all day, every day.
Yeah.
And if you call him on his dickness, he will just be like, okay, on to the next thing. That's what he'll say. It's almost like he's almost not human, but at the same time, I know at night that dude doesn't want to be considered who he's being considered. But I will respect the fact that he is in character 24/7 a day. He will throw the greatest quarterback to the date under the bus. He will do things that he didn't need to do to break the rules and put the team in peril, and then turn around and say it's all about the team. Because really it's all about him. Did he ever shy away from that dude? No, he never did. Not one time. Angel Reese is not as good as Belichick. Jordan isn't as good as Belichick. You know why? Because they decide they want to cry when the pressure gets them to a point to where they want to be known as something other than whatever they've shown us that they are. Jordan is a dick, very competitive, and a philanderer. That's who he is. And it's like, you want to be seen as something else? Don't cheat on your wife you have now. Be competitive, but kind of, have some balance. And then do that for as long as you were the other guy, and you have a chance for us to see someone else. But you have to do the work. You can't be seen as something else if you want to be the same thing. So that's my full opinion on that without having actually seen it, the press conference, but really getting a heavy diet of Angel Reese by osmosis and remembering what she was like after they won that championship last year. Now, I'm not saying her behavior was good or bad, and I certainly understand it, but when you just, put the cherry on top and say, if you want me to wear the villain hat, I will, and then your coach isn't helping you because y'all like the same people. What's up, Mo?
What's going on?
So like I said, man, it's just like one of those things where it's like you have to be self-aware and like understand how life is. If you want someone to see you in 3 or 4 different ways, you have to do 3 or 4 different things. Otherwise, we're going to see you based on what you're willing to give us. And if that's not complimentary, that's a you problem.
Pretty much.
And again, like I said, crying tears in a loss, or like in Jordan's case, crying tears because you're tired of people, characterizing you as a walking bag of dicks. Well, sorry, that's who you've shown us you are. And it was unrelenting. It was unrelenting. He is always that dude. So I'm just letting you know, man, you can't say you're something that you haven't shown us. If you're going to put this stuff out for public consumption, people are going to make a judgment call on it. And if you don't have a body of work that says who you think you are, then again, you problem.
What's going on, Black Patricia Adams? What's going on, Mo B? Yeah, man. I mean, AG on one right now. So basically, the quote from Angel Reese is, quote, "I've been through so much. I've seen so much. I've been attacked so many times, death threats. I've been sexualized. I've been threatened. I've seen so many things, and I've stood strong every single time. I just try to stand strong for my teammates because I don't want them to see me down and not to be there for them. I'm still a human. All this happened since I won the national championship. I haven't had peace since then."
There's the problem.
Okay.
Her own words are the problem. I haven't had peace since I won the national championship. So you did that shit all by yourself. Here's the thing, man. Two things can be true at the same time. Mm-hmm. Because as I talked to you, I was in a predominantly black area watching the LSU Iowa game. Mm-hmm. And I heard a whole bunch of black men just saying nasty ass shit about Kayla Clark and the officials. And then I heard a whole bunch, it was like the bowling alley was divided. So I heard white people just saying just uncalled for shit about Angel Reese. And I'm like, look, I have stated publicly multiple times, I hate the way she carries herself. I hate the way she moves. But I don't think I've ever attacked her, like the person her. Mm-hmm. I may have disagreed with things she's done. I think everything she said in that statement is true. I'm pretty sure she's got death threat. I know she's been sexualized, and God, I'm going to get killed for this, but I mean, she sexualizes herself. So therefore, when other people do it, really kind of disingenuous to then start crying about it. But I get it. Once again, the vitriol hate that she's received from a large part of white America is 100% uncalled for. However, you cannot move the way she moves and then ask me to feel bad for you. Because she became Black America's sweetheart for whatever reason, for acting like an obnoxious bitch. And then she makes statements like, everybody wants to beat LSU, everybody wants to beat LSU, blah, blah, blah. And then you lose and you start crying. And I'm like, yo, I want you to be the villain all the time. Like, just be true. Like, we talk shit about, and people say that the way she gets covered is unfairly. And I can actually bring up somebody who I think has been who gets treated similarly to her. Think about Draymond Green. We give Draymond Green shit all the time. But you know what Draymond Green never asks us to do? Feel bad for him. Like, even when he knows he's wrong, even when he does dumbass shit, he doesn't come out there and then go on a pity party where he's asking America to then feel bad for him.
Yeah, he comes up, I did that shit.
Yeah, even when he thinks he's wrong, he's like, hey, took it over the top. You know what I'm saying? I play with passion. That's who I am. I really hate the fact that so many women have made this about, oh, she's just being unapologetically herself. If you're being unapologetically yourself, shut the fuck up when people don't like you. It's okay. Like, now, do you deserve like the death threats and the sexual? No, she's got a raw deal on a lot of the way she gets treated. But at the same time, if you're being unapologetically yourself, don't apologize for it. Don't come up here and ask me to feel bad for you, because I don't. Because the way she's moved via social media, the way she handled the Caitlyn, and here's the thing, I wasn't mad at her for the way she handled when they beat Iowa in the championship, because at the same time, the competitor in me is like, yeah, if I was on LSU's team, I probably would have been annoyed with the fact that everybody was just talking about the white sweetheart, and I felt like we were better. But then after that, she just went on to another stratosphere of like obnoxious. Like it was just everything was she was attacking everyone else, and I get it. And in many ways, it's something that I've talked about and intergender relationships, because like men and women handle this very differently. In many ways, I feel like she's gone on the attack before people could actually attack her. So a lot of her vitriol that she throws on social media, like I'm like, I don't know who you're addressing this to, but you don't have to move this way. Like you don't have to respond to the internet trolls. You don't. And I get it. This is also us three being old as shit, where we're just like, why the fuck do you care what people on social media say? When people in her age bracket, that's all they care about is what people on social media say, even though they come out and then say, I don't really pay attention to the haters. I don't care about all the haters. But then you start crying after a loss about people giving you death threats and sexualizing you. Like, why are you even listening to it? Angel Reese, you are a winner. You've won a national championship. You about to be highly picked in WNBA. For you to even give a lot of this stuff air to breathe is basically lets me know that nobody in her corner or nobody in her team, Mulkey, all those people, nobody has really got around her and said, hey, it's okay to put the fucking phone down. It's okay to not respond. It's okay to just, as I try to tell my oldest daughter, shut the fuck up sometimes. It's like, if you can just shut the fuck up sometimes, your life can be better.
Wait a minute.
Every time you say that,
He said that last week and I was like, wow. Wasn't wrong though. Wasn't wrong.
Not at all.
One of the things that we all learn in our journey of getting older is when to shut the fuck up. Well, I'm sorry. I can only speak for men and myself. As a man, you realize there's just times you just gotta shut the fuck up. Like there's times you don't need to go out there try to defend your honor. You don't need to go out there and prove to somebody that you're right or prove that they're wrong. You just gotta say, you know what? I'm just gonna shut the fuck up now. And because nothing positive can come from me responding to this. And unfortunately, the generation behind me cannot do that because they have to respond to any form of criticism is received as hate, and I have to respond to my haters, even though I'm saying I don't pay attention to my haters. The dumbest shit ever. I mean, it's not my world, but it's the dumbest shit ever. So when she was crying those tears, did y'all hear that Acho got shit about his response to it?
Yeah, we were talking about that before you got on.
Oh my God! It's like, and
what he said was, you can't be the big bad wolf, then cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog, you know. And then he suggested that she should have handled defeat differently. And he said, quote, if you want to act grown, which she has, and you want to get paid like you're grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you're grown, which you did, then post game, you take an L, you should just take it on. You should just take it on chin. You know what frustrated me is when you want to be the villain, but you want to hope for sympathy like a hero. And because remember, Reese did say, "Hey, everybody wants me to be the villain. Well, whatever. I'll be the villain then. I'll be your villain." And it's just like, come on, bro. Like. But then you can't sit there and like ask for people to feel bad for you. Like, no, you just got to be unapologetically you.
Here's the thing. When the people who attacked Acho were just like, well, people are criticizing her character and they don't know her. It'd be okay if you just criticized her basketball. We don't do that with any professional athlete. We attack character for all of them. So for us to act like she's getting treated differently just because she's a woman, that is just so disingenuous. LeBron was getting told by white people in the media to shut up and dribble. Like, I mean, it's disingenuous for us to act like Angel Reese is the first person to ever be treated this way. Like, it shouldn't. And I'm not saying you should be okay with it. I'm not saying she shouldn't be a human and have feelings about it. None of that. Like, I get it. But at the same time, you carry yourself, because I don't know Angel Reese, so I don't want to say anything about Angel Reese that suggests I know her, because I don't. But what I can say is the way she carries herself is as if she's an attention whore, because every statement she makes is I, me. And but then she says, but my teammates love me. I'm such a great teammate. I want to uplift my teammates. And I believe all those things are true, because none of her teammates have said anything. Everybody seems to love her. But every time you come out into the world, it's I, me. Like, ever since I won the national championship.
I mean, even the crown thing. Like, when they put the crown on her at the beginning of the game, or like she may do something really good in the game, and then they put the invisible crown on it, I'm just like,
hold on.
All y'all should have crowns.
Being disingenuous, because LeBron James does that too. I mean, he's been doing it for years. So,
yeah.
Once again, I try to keep my opinion about what she does even, because I have no problem with Angel. I have no problem with shit talking.
No.
I have no problem with the obnoxiousness.
No.
But I do have a problem with everybody feeling like they need to cape for her. Like, you don't have to cape for somebody who's asking for this attention, because if we didn't fucking pay attention to Angel Reese, that would destroy her. Like, if nobody responded to these messages, she then would be like, well, nobody's covering me. No, you know, if nobody's right giving me nobody's giving me the same love or hate that they would if I was a man. Like, it's a double standard that has bled over into sports. And it's like, yo, like, you can't be the attractive woman at the party wearing the booty shorts and then get mad that I looked at your ass. Like, you can't. It's not cool.
Especially if you got words on it.
Yeah, you're the chick that shows up half naked at the gym and swears everybody's staring at you. Yes, we are. And whether we're doing it in a gawking manner, or some of us are just like, God damn, this bitch ain't got no clothes on. Some of us do think like that.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Because if I went to the gym in a Speedo and started lifting weights, I would not get mad. I would not get mad at people I wouldn't be like, do you have a problem? What, you're making me uncomfortable with your looks. Like, come on, man. Like let's just be. I can't ask for us to be fair and even-handed about this, because we can't. Like, we've proven as a society that we can't. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to apologize for saying some of the shit Angel Reese does is fucking obnoxious. But I'm not going to apologize for being like, you know what? You carry yourself like an attention whore. And I'm also not going to apologize for being like, but because I've seen how just irrationally talk shit about you, I totally get that the level of hate that she receives is unfounded, uncalled for, and quite frankly, it makes me more uncomfortable. And I'm not somebody who even supports what she does for the most part, but I'm like, I'm not going to hate on her like that. Like, I don't think she's a terrible person. I think she gets bad advice. And I think she's just like a lot of young people I don't like. They're just fucking attention whores with social media. But I say that about guys too. So I'm not being sexist when I say that. I'm not attacking her because she's a black woman. I'm saying that because I'm an old guy who doesn't understand why people pay so much attention to millions of people that they'll never fucking meet.
Yeah. Cool.
Just miss me with that bullshit tear fest. Like, fuck that. Like, just, here's the thing. The only thing I hate more than an attention whore is one that then starts crying about it. Like, God, like, just
stop looking at me. What? Yes, you want us to look at you. Now you mad because we looking at you. Make up your mind. But then again, like we've notoriously said multiple times, a team usually is like their coach. And, Kim Mulkey moves don't move right. So it doesn't shock me.
Best line to remember the Titans. Attitude reflects leadership.
That's right.
Because look at the way South Carolina's women carry themselves. Dawn Staley is the epitome of class personified.
Oh man, and what she said at the end to Iowa and to Caitlin.
It was perfect, man.
Perfect. Because first of all, I'm gonna speak on this, then we're gonna move. Well, you heard that Gabby Marshall, the girl who got the foul call, on what everybody, everybody's got their own opinion on it. I don't know, AG, did you watch the game on Friday?
No, but I did see that play, and it was a good call. I thought it was. Do you call that at the end? You have to, but it was like, wow, bro. But it was a good call. You didn't think it was a good call?
But we're not getting into that. That's not what I wanted to get into.
Did you hate the call, or did you hate that it got called?
No, I hated the call.
Okay.
And the reason I hate the call is because Gino Auriemma said something that was really, really thought-provoking, and that's just because he's a smart guy. He said, hey, there were 3 or 4 of those called this game, and they were all on us. So I guess we just got to get better at not setting illegal screens. And then when the internet got a hold of it, oh my God, they got all these clips of all these Iowa screens that were way worse. Because Caitlin comes off of a lot of goddamn screens. And if you don't think some of them chicks is moving at the same time, sticking the elbow out knee, it happens. I just didn't think it was called even
screens anyway.
Well, see, that's giving it context. All I saw was the one play, and it was a moving screen. Now, I don't know if I'm a ref, I don't know if I would have called that because but you got to call it. What you just said was giving it context, which I did not see. And I'm like, well, that's a ref problem.
So,
when they slow it down in instant replay, I go, okay, it's a good call. In real time, I'm like, there's nothing. I'm like, in real time, I'm thinking, man, this referee is awesome. If you could see in real time that she stuck her elbow out a little bit and that she was leaning. Because in real time, that shit looked pretty clean.
But the reason why I bring it up is because they're saying today that Gabby Marshall had to shut down her social media because she got so much hate from people on her social media. Hold on, man. She didn't make the goddamn call. She was just the person.
People are dumb, man. People are idiots.
I know, right?
And that's where I go. The two things can be true at one time, at the same time. Because, when Angel Reese starts crying about stuff like that, I'm just like, yeah, because you're getting these people are getting just stupid amounts of scrutiny for just trying to play a game and win.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. But man, the game was good. Everybody was classy at the end. I thought that was awesome on both sides, and I'm curious to see how many people watched it.
Did we ever think Iowa wasn't going to be classy though?
No, but
because what I will say is there's a whole bunch of once again I watched the game with a bunch of black people, and the hatred that they have for everything Caitlin was just like, what has she ever done? I'm like, I get it. It does seem like stuff gets skewed in her favor a lot. If you want to see it that way, you can definitely make a case for it. That, hey, the whistle seems to be friendlier for that team. You can make a case for that. But my thing is, what has Caitlin actually done that's made people upset? Because
you sure you don't know the answer to that?
Oh yeah, she's white.
Oh, there it is. I wanted to get that out there because that's all it is.
But here's the thing: when I ask people, they were just, "Oh man, all she can do is shoot." They're just criticizing all these things, and I'm just like, why does that make you dislike her? Because what she's done
is play ball.
Well, no. All she did was have a bowling alley full of majority men watching a women's basketball game, something that would have never fucking happened a few years ago. Never.
No. But, once again, yeah, man, you're right. It would have been classy regardless of how it ended. I'm just very glad that, we saw for the most part, a pretty good game. Yeah. You know, and I just really, I like I was telling AG earlier, I thought it was really awesome that Dawn Staley kind of tabbed her. You are a GOAT. And she knighted her. And it's just like, look, man.
It's crazy that's even necessary.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy that that's even necessary.
Yeah. But you know what? Like, I don't want to hear the conversation anymore. Because if Dawn Staley kind of says that, I mean, wait, now you saying Dawn Staley wrong? Then we can't have a conversation.
What's the argument against it? What's the argument against saying that she's clearly,
the standard she ain't no chips?
Well, actually, I'm old enough to remember people saying that about Larry Bird. Larry Bird is like one of one as far as I'm concerned, but he was a white dude, and it's just like black people sounding racist. Like, that's a real thing. Let that man do his thing. I mean, what are you criticizing? All he do is shoot. Well, he's like the best at that time. He's the best shooter ever. I mean, what do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Yeah, right now the biggest thing is the person that gets mentioned the most is Charles Barkley, because Charles Barkley ain't got no chips. But is he a GOAT? And it's just kind of like, yeah. But then it's like, well, he ain't done nothing. It's like, well,
that's not exactly true. But we do judge people.
I mean,
we do judge people on championships. But then sometimes, depending on the situation, we like to change our minds. It's either one or the other, man.
Moving goalposts.
I mean, like,
people always use it about Jordan.
I'm a chip guy. However, there are just certain people who supersede that, like Dan Marino. Like, he's a Hall of Famer. There's first ballot. Like, there's no conversation about that.
But one Super Bowl would have gotten him mentioned much more than they mention him. They don't mention him at all, actually.
Nope. People mention Brett Favre more than him, and that's just
which is crazy.
Come on, man.
But he got a chip. He got a ring. And I'm telling you, that's the difference, man. His career.
Oh, no, I get it.
So I just, and like I said before, I listened to especially during the season, all these debates about the greatest quarterback ever, whatever. I literally never hear his name. Not ever.
And you never will?
Exactly. But then other things will happen. You say, well, I know he didn't win a championship, but no, but my entire life has been built on this whole thing, and now it's changing? How is it changing? Because the behavior hasn't. So I don't know, man. It's kind of weird.
Like, I mean, I'm notoriously a chip guy. However, I do recognize that there are some people who are just better than their ability to get a chip. And also, I realize that, wow, there are some people who get chips, which could push them to Hall of Fame, in which they would have never been thought of it, such as
Eli Manning. Eli Manning.
Yeah, Eli Manning.
Because he's not his brother, but he's a Hall of Famer. I'm like, well,
he's gonna be a Hall of Famer because
he beat Brady
chips
twice.
And he beat Brady. Like, yeah, he's getting chips. He's gonna get that eventually. I don't think he's gonna be first ballot, but he will get in. But then you got people like, I mean, Brett Favre. I mean, he's in, right?
No, he's got to be in. Look, we ain't gonna shade Brett Favre, but when people discuss like as greatest of all time, like Brett Favre shouldn't even be in the top 10. I don't think.
Like he'll get in Hall of Fame. He should not be anywhere near the GOAT conversation. Like,
I don't think he ever was.
Well, see, he comes in when you bring in someone like Aaron Rodgers, who's won 4 MVPs, because those people like to link them together. And I'm just like, I don't know what body work you looking at, because the dude leads the league in interceptions, career interceptions. So like that in itself is like
different times though.
I get it.
It was different times, man.
And he was still much better than he ever was bad, even with the interception. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, like I said, man, it's just one of those things. I just think if the gold standard is a championship, you have no business. Well, like Eli Manning, you have no business saying he's not a Hall of Famer. because everybody who says things the way they say them, it's just like, I just feel like at this point, if you have a championship, then you're Hall of Famer. Especially the quarterback position, even though that's not true. I mean, you put so much weight on it, you have to go both ways.
You're right. It is the standard, and I've never abided by the standard. I just have to put things in context. And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like people were saying that Caitlin's legacy you can't call her the greatest college women's basketball player of all time because she doesn't have a championship, and I'm just like, can we add context to it, man? Like, because I'm like, the only person that I can honestly think of that we have talked about in that greatest woman basketball player, college basketball player of all time is Cheryl Miller. And the reason I say Cheryl Miller is because she's the only person that I know of, not saying I'm the authority in women's basketball, that won a national championship and you really don't know about anybody she played with. Because all the other people that, that we mentioned in the greatest college basketball player of all time, they played on squads. Like in like UConn, if you play for UConn or Tennessee, and I get it, you could be one of the greatest of all time, but you played with like 5 or 6 other All-Americans when your team was just so much better than everyone else's. It's hard for me to see how great you were as opposed to just how great your environment was compared to everybody else. Until 2 days ago, nobody could name a teammate that Caitlin Clark had. You couldn't name one. And yet she's been in the national championship game 2 years in a row with people you can't name. People who may or may not ever play in the WNBA. When everybody else has numbers of people. Like, we talk about Taurasi, you talk about Maya Moore. All these people had a whole squad of people that were also good with them. And then there's Caitlin, who basically was 75% of her team's offense every night.
They were saying that one of them is going to grad school. So she already know there's no WNBA in her life, at least at this moment. She might get drafted, but I think she's probably going to grad school because she understands her limitations. I mean, but with that being said, the game was good. It was a good way to end the tournament.
And South Carolina going to be nasty next year. I'm calling next South Carolina and UConn.
I didn't realize Cardoso was a senior.
Yeah.
So she's probably going to be number 2 in the draft.
Probably.
They're talking, what's her face, about 6 or 7. Angel Reese. She'll be a solid 15-7 person. If her attitude's right. Because that's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to attitude. But we're going to go ahead and move on. So, Diddy. I mean, I there's so much shit going on with Diddy. They got people saying that, hey, unwanted advances, both men and women. Of course, Cassie filed suit one day. Next day, that joint was taken care of out of court. What? Like, and it keeps improving. It keeps getting more people. And more people. And more people. And my question is, is that shit legit? Is this motherfucker going to jail?
Well, what I have learned, especially in the last 20 years of my short life, rumors are one thing, and I tend not to pay attention to them. But when rumors persist over months or years, they just never go away. They become a wart or just like an abscess. It just oozes pus. It's probably got some truth to it. Now, I can't prove anything. I know they raided the dude's house when he wasn't there. 2 of them. 2 of his houses. Okay.
He was out the country.
Okay, well, personally, I thought that was a show of force, and it may well could have been. But the more things keep happening, I'm like, okay, that was kind of a silly thing to do. You knew the dude wasn't there. You're just trying to kind of, like I said, for me, posture. However, when this stuff keeps coming up and money's going out to keep things out of court and all the things, because usually what happens is you don't want it to go to court for two reasons. It's worth it for you to pay someone, and or it's some stuff that's going to come out in court you don't want public. And so, again, I know nothing about the situation. Everything I do know is very topical. But in my experience, if it keeps coming up and it keeps rolling and it gets bigger as opposed to just going away, because sometimes rumors just, ooh, for real? And then you never hear about it again. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, like, I got to bring up Bill Cosby. Because the first time somebody came forward, it was like, man, that's Jell-O pudding. And then it was like, and this is not the last time. This is like when it happened years and years ago.
Yeah.
Then a couple, 3 women came out. Then I got to be like, okay, what's going on, Bill? You're a little bit more than Jell-O right now, sir. But that kind of went away. So 10 years later, 10, 15 years later, here we are again. And this time it wouldn't stop. And I'm like, okay, 50 people can't be wrong. 50 women just didn't make this up. What's going on, Bill? So again, Harvey Weinstein, another dude. You hear it one time, it's like, okay, that's not, I'm not in that world. I just watch the movies. I don't really care. Okay. But then another woman comes out, and then another one, and then women of note. Like, how you put your hands on Gwyneth Paltrow? Are you for real? And then it keeps happening, and it's just like, okay, at some point you have to go, okay, Harvey, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Because it won't go away. The nobody women turn into somebody women. Somebody is telling the truth and somebody lying. And it don't sound like it's them. So again, at this point, this has been going on for months, as far as I know. And I'm not socially aware. So I gotta believe it's been going on longer than that. We are still here, and it's escalating. In my opinion, without knowing anything about the situation that I can prove, I feel like this dude did something. And it's like, you out, and the rumors are flying around about human trafficking and all the things and the sex to this and that. And that. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? So
what you gonna do?
Could he go to jail? If white Harvey Weinstein can go to jail, certainly your black behind can go to jail too. Based on what we're talking about. Now, Harvey never got accused of trafficking nothing. Okay, he was just touching and feeling and being a creep. Okay, he was out here raping people. Okay, that's one thing. Not that it's better or worse, but that's something. Okay,
I think he just didn't need the extra money. That's all.
Oh, I guess so. Because Diddy out here is like, he's selling people. He like my man Epstein now. I'm like, bro, that's another level. Like y'all taught me on this show, there are levels to this. This is something else. Okay, this is something else. And so for me, it's like, okay, Cosby did that. But now you out here like running women, like for real, over state lines like a product. So I'm like, okay, if I keep hearing this, there might be some truth to it, sir. So
you think it's legit?
It keeps growing. This is what I'm telling you. So it makes me feel like there is some legitimacy to this somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know how big it is. However, when rumors don't go away and they're lasting for months at a time, you settling out of court with this one and that one, bro. And then somebody that's that close to you rolls on you? Yeah. When she could have just kept quiet and she could have extorted money from you forever. She wanted to go public? Man, come on, man. I mean, again, can't prove it, but when things like this happen, when it starts barking like a dog, I tend to start thinking it's Fido at some point. So that's what I think about the whole situation, man. And yes, based on what they're trying to get him for, he can absolutely be in jail for the rest of his life. For real. So that's what I think of the situation. I mean, haven't we learned anything from R. Kelly? He in these streets, letting you know he in these streets. Exactly. Pied Piper all day.
R&B, baby.
Well, was he lying? No, he was not lying. What was it hard for us to believe? It took us years to believe this is true.
Took who?
The general public, because it's R. Kelly. We didn't want to believe it until it just got to the point to where we couldn't not believe it. And that's what I'm saying is going on with Diddy. He's on the same path, except he out here selling people. So I'm just saying, man, blue light special on aisle 5 at Walmart.
Mo B, man, what are we talking? Is Diddy legit? Is this still some legit shit?
I know, but I mean, I don't put nothing past people with money. Because people with money seem to, they get bolder and bolder the more money they get. That's generally what happens. I think I was listening to Bomani Jones, and he had an important question that he said he would have tried to ask Diddy if he would have interviewed him earlier, which he said he almost had an opportunity to before all this came out. But he was like, the question is, how come every major artist you sign either ends up dead, in jail, or finding Jesus? And I was like, damn, you know what? That's a good point. Everybody either ends up dead, in jail, or super religious. Like,
nice.
And what that suggests is people around you see shit, and they can't unsee it. It is people see shit and they just can't unsee it. Because those are the symptoms. Like when we talk about people who are suicidal, get on drugs, end up in jail, or super getting into like religion, like as recovery, usually it's because of some trauma in their life. And maybe Diddy is the trauma. Maybe Diddy is the trauma. And I'm going to get G. I am never the person that believes as soon as somebody comes out and says somebody with money did something to them, I don't instantly go to the, oh yeah, he did that. But I also don't instantly go to the, oh, you're just trying to extort that person for money. I try to be balanced. I'm like, all right, let's see how this plays out. If you're the only person that says something, then maybe you're trying to extort them. But like AG said, when it comes out year after year with different case that you don't get to hear about and all these times. Because my thing is, I don't think settling out of court is an admission of guilt. I think if you have to settle out of court for the same goddamn thing for like over a decade, then either you're dumb as fuck for keep putting yourself in a position to have to settle, or you doing that shit. They ain't no one, because once again, if I got to settle out of court because I'm just like, yo, it's cheaper to just settle and I don't feel like having this drag through the mud, you know what's never going to happen again? I'm never going to be in position to have to settle again. Everything's going to be JJ Redick. Going to be like, you can't even be in my presence without signing a waiver, baby. Like, nah, ain't none of this happening again. And we say people who do that are paranoid, but I'm like, nah, people who do that are experienced. That's what that is. That's experienced. So like I said, settling out of court, not admission of guilt. If you got to settle out of court when you've got as many lawyers and business people around you as somebody like Diddy, if you keep having to settle out of court for the same shit, you're either the dumbest motherfucker on earth or you doing that shit. Those are the only things I can think of. And I don't want to think he's stupid. Maybe he prefer me think he's stupid. But I mean, I don't think you're stupid. I think you're doing that shit. I think there's some truth to some of these
allegations.
These horror stories. These ain't fucking allegations. These are horror stories. Trafficking them, grooming them for other male celebrities. You got other male celebrities catching strays. Anybody who's ever hung out with Diddy right now is probably like, please God, don't let him put my name in anything, bro.
Is that what they're saying?
Please God, don't. Think about AG. Let's say you are another millionaire and you're a millionaire. You're a decent celebrity. And Diddy's like, hey, let's hang out tonight. And you go hang out with Diddy. You imagine it's a good time. You hang out. and it's a tame night. You after party, you got the bottles, everything. It's like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. You're like, all right, Diddy, thanks for the good time. I'm out. And you roll out. You never thinking that one day I gotta worry about if my name's gonna come up in a goddamn allegation.
In an allegation. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, man. It's just like I said, man. Some people, for better or worse, some people raise your level. Some people take you down in the cesspool, and it's just like because like I think right now I'm thinking about TD Jakes. I don't know what that man did with Diddy. I don't know, but he was there, and I saw it on a reel or whatever. I saw it. So I know it's legit. The receipt is right there. But the idea, I don't know a lot of pastors that's hanging out with Diddy. So based on the idea that number one, you're a human being, so I know you're already flawed. And if you don't think a human being has like, what do we want to call this? Appetites. I don't care how saved you are. You have appetites and you have to keep it under control. And if the Holy Spirit tells you to not do something, it doesn't mean you're going to listen. You shouldn't have been. Man, if I'm him, I'm nowhere near Diddy at all. For any reason. There's no reason. There's nothing for me to gain. Not unless somebody is filming me witnessing to this dude. Otherwise, there's nothing. But here you are. Here you are.
Jeez.
I'm like, you can't unsee it.
I can see you being out. I can see you being out in like some celebrity public thing and you being out with, but like, yeah, you mean like a house party with Diddy and all the peeps? Like, no, I ain't that ain't TD Jakes environment. Like,
exactly.
If I'm a pastor, I'm like, hey Diddy, I catch you tomorrow morning at service.
Exactly. Exactly. For your testimony.
If we hanging out, it's got to be a public venue.
Well, this was public.
And I don't mean a club like public venue. I mean like we gotta be at a celebrity dinner, a charity event, something like that. But
TD Jakes at strip club.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna be in some random hip hop club.
Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking. Honestly,
even Kurt Franklin learned about doing that shit. Kurt Franklin, like, nah, buddy.
Kurt Franklin, hey, that'll let
Kurt
you
Franklin,
know.
Like, I ain't doing that no more. Y'all good.
Okay.
The Lord has already forgiven me once. I don't think he got another one in me.
Only thing I'm saying is, with this whole thing, if it starts sounding like a dog, you might want to call it a dog with fleas, but you might want to call it a dog.
Got Cuba Gooding Jr. and pictures next to some dude, like,
and you know, I'm glad you brought that up, because see, now what's happening is people are being named in association with Diddy who already had issues. Cuba Gooding Jr., he ruined his own career by being a creeper. Now he's linked to Diddy? Even if Diddy was innocent, this makes him look bad.
Boys.
This is the Black Epstein. This is the Black Epstein, sir. I'm just saying,
man.
If it's barking like a dog, bro, it's a dog.
I mean, and even just sexual stuff. Like Kid Cudi was like, Diddy blew up his car.
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
And Kid Cudi said it kind of casually. Like it was apparently over some female that Kid Cudi had, was dating, that I guess Diddy didn't approve of or something. So yeah, he blew up his car.
Wait a minute, you all up in somebody's personal business, so you get mad at them and blow up their car?
Well, I guess she was his business, as Diddy thought she was his business. And but like I said, Kid Cudi just kind of casually said it, and he blew my car up. And,
who blows up motherfuckers' cars?
And you know what Kid Cudi probably never did? Talk to that chick again. Fuck that.
That was hilarious.
First my car, next will be my house.
Because I'm just saying, like, I be thinking like Bomani Jones, but I don't care how gangster you are. Like, this nigga been around a lot of people lives disappearing and messing up. Like, he was by Biggie. Then Sean took a charge for him. J-Lo, man, this bitch got J-Lo to take a goddamn charge for him. Like, nah, fuck that. This nigga know people. I'm good.
Wait a minute, I thought J-Lo dipped out. I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, I can't remember. I remember that.
Nah, J-Lo had the gun.
Exactly.
Oh, so you think
J-Lo the gun?
Really?
Like the dude who got arrested with Diddy. It was a dude who carries this illegal shit. He got arrested for having a gun, an illegal gun.
I'm telling you, man, it sounded more
Cassie
like...
said it too.
Because as you said, there's levels to this shit, and I'm just like, hey, Diddy, his gangster level, his gangster level got to be way higher. Because he's being involved in shit where cars are exploding. That's some like movie mafia type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Where
like,
cars are exploding.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. If Diddy blew up my car and I was supposed to be in it, I probably would call Diddy and I'd be like, hey, man. We carrying this shit way too far. Like, what happened to you just sending some goons over here to teach me a lesson? Or what happened with somebody like just threatening me with a gun? We next level and shit like that. Like,
I'm slashing my tires.
Well, my question would be, can't we just like Tevin Campbell? Can we talk for a minute?
First of all, we don't need to talk about Tevin Campbell.
I'm just saying, can we talk, man? Can we talk?
No, we can't Tevin Campbell.
I'd love to say I know how I'd react if a motherfucker tried to blow me up in a car.
You do not know.
Because part of me thinks maybe I'd just like to do like Kid Cudi and just be like, fuck it, ain't worth it. Or maybe I call him and be like, hey, bro, this shit uncalled for. Like, we went too far. Yeah. Or maybe I'd be like, nah, I gotta kill you because I can't trust living now with you on this planet too, because you've already shown me you're willing to go to a level that is just beyond me. Like, there's a whole bunch of dudes that talk a whole bunch of gangster street shit on these tracks. Diddy blowing motherfuckers' cars up, man. Like this ain't no regular old gangster shit. This ain't no 50 Cent getting shot 9 times. This motherfucker blows up cars.
Scarface, bro.
We watch movies with motherfuckers getting their car blown up, and they always mafia people, assassins. Like, it ain't never just no fucking producer. It ain't no fucking music producer. You mean the nigga that was dancing in the fucking video tried to blow me up?
Yeah.
Like, take that.
I'm out. Like, I'm out.
Because there ain't no vagina worth getting my car blown up for. Never.
Oh, man.
Now I understand why May said I'm gonna just be a pastor at church. Fuck it.
But the way Bomani Jones framed it made me think, man, it's like, yeah, that's true. I never even put it together.
I never thought about it that way. I was like, God damn, he right. I was going down the list. I'm like, all right, Biggie, Shine, Black Rob. God damn right. It's like, shit, you either die, go to jail, or you get real religious.
Yeah.
Ain't no in between, or you just disappeared. Like, I started trying to think about artists. Like, where are they now? I'm starting to Google people. I'm like, I want to make sure this nigga's still alive. Like, I Googled Dallon. I'm like, where's Dallon at?
Dallon.
Fuck is Dallon?
The top 5 rappers in the world. Dallon, and Dallon. How's that motherfucker known for that? He is known for that right there. He ain't done no real.
Here's the thing. He's known for it, and he didn't even say it. Dave Chappelle said it, joking on him.
It was funny. Because, real talk, if Dallon would have thought about saying it, he probably would have said it.
No, real talk, if Dallon would have said it, he might still be relevant right now. One way or another, we would just want to know, where's this guy at?
Oh, my God. Well...
He did.
Diddy, good luck to you, Diddy. That's all I can say, man.
This is not going to end well for him. I promise you, it's not.
I mean, it took him a decade to get R. Kelly, so at least he's got about 8 more years to worry about.
Here's the thing: it's not that it took us that long with R. Kelly. It's that R. Kelly gradually became existing in this social media. Everybody can post stuff. Netflix makes a goddamn documentary about you world. Where now it's just public pressure, because back in the day, before all the social media pressure and everything, you could just buy enough people to shut the fuck up. Now you just can't. Yep. You just can't. And look, in about 6 months, there's going to be some documentary, Surviving Bad Boy. There's going to be a whole bunch of people with all these allegations. They're going to have all this. And And you're gonna be like, God damn, Netflix, how long have you been researching this? And it's gonna be somebody who's been following this for like 3 years, anonymously. We're gonna have all this information, and then we're gonna be on this show talking about like, God damn, that nigga nasty as fuck, dog.
Just like Quiet on the Set, bro. Just like Quiet on the Set, man.
Who knew that was happening?
Bro.
I didn't even watch it yet. I just saw the trailer and I was looking at Lauren like, what?
This is how cynical I just think I am, because when people were telling me about it, because I still haven't watched it, when people were telling me about it, I was not surprised at all, because I was just like, why? Like with our history of like you said, the Epsteins and all those people, like, does it really surprise us that this shit might have been going on?
Well, I'm not
maybe
surprised.
we're surprised that the dude from Head of the Class, the fat dude from Head of the Class, was the ringleader.
Well, hold on, player.
I mean, that's what was said in the trailer. He wasn't the ringleader?
He's not the ringleader.
Okay.
He just.
Hey, which one did they get? Was it Drake or Josh?
You know what?
No, seriously, it was one of them.
It was Drake.
Okay, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
episode number 4, man. Episode number 4. He talks about
I know. I got to watch this now.
Bro, but you got to start from the first one.
No, I will.
Because
but I'm saying, what did Kenan Thompson say about all this?
He really wasn't there, and he was older, so he really wasn't there around any of that stuff.
You gotta understand, Kenan and Kel like 72 years old. They just for some reason haven't aged that much.
I mean, but when they were doing all that, how were they when they were doing all that?
Well, they did. I mean, when they were like 15.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
that's too old.
So what Kenan said was, what's his face really wasn't around, like when they were all that as much.
Okay. So
what they did is, all the people you really don't know about all that, that's who got interviewed. And
you mean like crew or something?
Man,
because I used to watch the show. That's why I'm saying.
There's probably some of the kids that just didn't become like you ain't seen them do anything else. After.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, but basically, the dude from Head of the Class pretty much found his knack of making good kid shows, and he really wasn't doing anything with the kids. He was just super inappropriate with adults. And then he was really good friends with Amanda Bynes.
Okay.
And he kind of created her. But it's a lot to get into, but they did a really good job of explaining it. Because I really wasn't watching Nickelodeon at that time anymore. So I was pretty much, wow, this shit happened.
Now, did he have anything to do with Victorious, or was his time gone by then?
Yeah, he created Victorious.
Was anything going on with him? Because, I mean, Victoria Justice was on that show. We all know that old girl was on the show. I'm like...
So basically, one of the things they talk about, I think it's in episode 4, is when he started making a lot of real nasty jokes. Like on Zoe 101, basically they created a cum shot on the girl's face.
To air on TV?
Yeah.
What?
So when you first look at it, when you're younger, you don't think about it. But when they show it, it's like, yeah, that's fucked up. So,
I know. I gotta watch this now.
He started getting real dirty with his jokes. But you put it in kids' TV, kids don't really understand it, but adults do.
So this dude is out here putting bukkake on freaking. Really?
He's making stars.
Oh man,
going crazy and not losing any weight.
I'm going to watch this now.
He got fatter.
Did he really?
Oh man,
he was huge when he was on Head of the Class,
and he got huger.
Can I ask you a question, Ruben? Why was that relevant to the story? Why was him getting fatter relevant to the story?
Well, actually, I can't put that on Ruben because I said the same thing. Because it's I was like, how did he go from the fat kid on Head of the Class to that?
So, because basically, there's a point when he would ask people, any woman around, any female around, to give him a back massage, all the time.
He didn't want to hire a masseuse like everybody else does. Okay.
And then, he created iCarly. And then, of course, old girl from iCarly had issues. The secondary, not the star, but the secondary, And so, Nickelodeon was kind of fucked up around then. So, but yeah.
Ain't shit safe no more, man.
Shit ain't safe
Black
no more.
Morticia Adams. Did you see what she wrote?
Yeah, a lot of them open up about what happened because they're still under NDA. Yeah, some are hitting at it, but not strong enough to tell a story. Like, I won't be shocked. I did not hear about the Drake Bell situation. So when they was like, yeah, that person will be up here, and Drake Bell walked up, I was like, oh, shit. I was like shocked. But apparently it was common knowledge. I didn't know it was common knowledge. But then again, once again, I really wasn't focused on Nickelodeon. So, but
some nasty motherfuckers out there, man.
It is some nasty motherfuckers out there.
And here we go. This is the same theme: power and money.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about power. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that, because some people that have power and money already have the appetite to start with, and money and power just makes it easy for you to express yourself.
I say money don't change nobody. It just makes it easier for you to be who you really are.
Yeah. And so, and the thing that was really sad about the Drake Bell situation, because he talked about it. He did not go into super detail, but he said enough to let you know what was going down. That shit was sad. Brave man. The fact that, it was said on like TV or whatever, because it comes on ID, Investigative Discovery, but it's on Max, so you can watch it on Max.
Yeah, men coming forward to talk about sexual improprieties made towards them is always a really difficult thing. I'm not saying that their trauma is greater. I'm just saying usually it's so much harder for men to escape that stigma.
You think it's extra shame?
It's not just that it's extra shame. It's also what our society does to guys who've done that. Like, I think we had that discussion before. I was just like, hey, in our society, men aren't allowed to be bisexual. You're either straight or you're in the closet. There's no bisexual, because I've heard women say, like, if a guy has ever done anything with a male before, he's gay. And I'm just like,
I remember that. I remember that conversation. It's absolutely true. And I never thought of it that way. But yeah.
So for a guy to say, yeah, some dude was having sex with me, whether I wanted him to or not, for years while I was a teenager, there's a lot of people still ignorant would be like, oh, then he's probably gay. Or he's, it's some attack on his own manhood or sexuality. It's like, nah, man, he was a kid that probably didn't want this shit, man. Like, who does? And he's in a position that he couldn't fight.
Yeah. Like what Tish Adams, parents should have never been that comfortable leaving their kids at these people's house alone, allowing them to go out in town and country. So apparently, that was one thing they talked about on the show. Dan Snyder did not allow parents on the set for real.
Really?
Yeah.
Are these kids underaged?
Yeah.
How do you not allow parents to what?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. You gotta understand, most of these childhood stars didn't come from the suburbs. They didn't come from money. So for a lot of these families, this kid became the breadwinner.
Yep.
So if the director of a show that's about to make your kid a star and about to get your family paid says, hey, I don't like parents on the set because it's a distraction, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying a lot of these parents are operating out of just as much desperation as we see other people operate on, because it's about money. I'm not condoning it, but I'm also not condoning it because maybe I'm in a position of enough privilege where, like, if somebody wanted my daughters to be in something, I ain't that hard up for money where I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you can go out of town with these people that I don't fucking know for 2 or 3 weeks. Nah, we ain't moving like that. So if that's the only way my baby can be a star, then she gonna have to do that shit after 18, because she's not gonna do that. That is not happening while she lives here. But not everybody has the luxury of operating with that sense. Desperation makes everybody do bad decisions. Desperation makes everybody do dumb shit.
Yeah, you're right about that. I totally agree. I've never even thought about that, but yeah, sure. I get it.
Yeah. And speaking of desperation, I don't know if it's necessarily desperation, but man, can we talk about, I'm going to change the subject because that shit's getting rough. Bro, guacamole gets you shot up in this bitch?
Man, the only thing different about that story is the backdrop. Guacamole makes it different, but there have been disputes over ketchup, napkins, anything you want. You get the one person that is irritated and on edge already, or they're just simply just a little touched and have something set them off. Hey man, and they have a gun on hand. Guess what's going to happen? Now, personally, I was surprised because Chipotle ain't trying to not give you no guacamole for real. They're pretty generous. But apparently, I'm just saying, man, some people, bro, some people,
guacamole, they're getting the whole goddamn can.
I'm just saying, you know, years ago we covered the story. Somebody shot up a Wendy's drive-thru. Come on, man.
See,
you know, it don't take much.
It does not.
It don't take much.
Well, that's because the girlfriend lied.
Whatever.
Well, remember, that was the story where I'm pretty sure she just didn't want to be with that nigga no more. So she
got her money back, and she made her man go back up there.
Hey,
it's
what do I say? Impulse control, sir. He did not have to respond. Did he have to respond?
No, AG, we talked about this. He didn't, but I mean, I'm pretty sure she knew he would.
Hey, well,
that's what was brilliant about it. Like,
exactly. I'm not arguing anything. Only thing I'm saying is self-control. Impulse control.
Women are so much more emotionally intelligent than we are, man.
Are they?
And what I mean, yeah, because yes, because most women know what will trigger their man to have an emotional or rational response.
Why don't we just call them manipulators? How about that's better?
Why not?
Man,
that doesn't give enough art to it.
Being a manipulator is art.
Nuance to it. No, that doesn't give enough nuance to it.
How do you figure it doesn't give it nuance?
No, and it comes from a place of, it makes it sound negative, and I don't want nobody to feel like I'm attacking. But I don't want nobody to feel like I'm attacking them.
You already said. What did you just say?
I'm already the sexist up here, AJ. I'm not doing this shit with you, bro. I'm already. I just spent like 20 minutes apparently bashing the fuck out of Angel Reese, according to somebody who listened. I'm sure. So like, look, you're not gonna give me like. Look, I'm just saying they're more emotionally intelligent than we are, AG, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
They are not.
Okay, they're more emotionally aware.
I will. Ooh, no, I am not co-signing that. Oh, I will never co-sign that, sir.
Well, except for somebody that actually, cares about them. But like everybody else, like they right on. They right on. Like the dude that, love you to death. Oh, she don't know. She don't understand anything about how he feels. But, other people, yeah, she know. She know. Sorry, I had to add that caveat too, because you're right. A lot of women, because you said it several times. A lot of women are married to dudes that don't even like them. So that's emotional awareness.
I'm just saying, back like he wants some more guacamole, man. Give him the goddamn guacamole. Like
he was probably at the Chipotle legal limit to start with.
Bro, he pulled out a gun. You can have all this motherfucking guacamole.
I'm just saying.
Man, you can what you want. It's goddamn guacamole, man.
I realize what you're saying, but all I'm saying is he didn't pull out the gun until the person was like, hey, come on, man. Really? 20 ketchups? Another spoonful of guac? Come on, man.
Hey,
Ruben be victim blaming. He's ready to victim blame. You should just gave him the guacamole. I didn't know the nigga had a gun. I don't care. You should just gave him the guacamole.
Exactly.
Yo, when he pulled out a gun, it's like, what you want, dog?
Hey, once he pulled out the gun, it was too late, Ruben. Because when somebody pulls out the gun, they've already reached an emotional point in which they about to do irrational shit. So you could have gave him your car, your mama, and everything, and that person was still probably like, nah, fuck that. You should have gave me that guacamole earlier, nigga.
Hey, you know what though? And the other thing, and this is actually true. Thank you, Moby, for teaching me this. In Florida, if you pull a gun and don't use it,
You got to use it.
you going to jail.
You got to use it. He got to stand his ground.
Now I know this
This
didn't
shit
happen
was
in Florida.
This shit happened in Michigan.
Exactly, I understand that, but I'm just letting you know. And really, the rules of the streets will tell you: don't pull a gun you ain't willing to use.
Man,
You pull a gun at Chipotle, you
Bro.
gotta use it, man, because you're gonna
Bro.
be all over social media
Hold on,
talking about
man.
you a
You
punk
are not
at Chipotle.
What you're not gonna sit here and say is Chipotle is the streets.
It was then.
Shit. Like what the hell?
Hey, Ruben.
There ain't no Chipotle's in the hood. Motherfuckers in the hood can't
Ruben.
get Chipotle.
Hey, we
Ruben,
have a
first of
Chipotle in
all-
Hampton, sir.
First of all, Ruben, I
It's not
don't
in the hood,
appreciate.
sir. It's in
Yeah, but
PTC.
see, Ruben, I don't appreciate what you're doing by making it seem like the hood is limited to the hood. The hood can be any place where niggas gather at that moment. You know what I'm saying? The hood can be Whole Foods. You know what I'm saying? We could be at a farmer's market. If you get the right niggas there, it could turn into the hood real quick.
He did it again, ladies and gentlemen. I have the intro all day. Mo B, thank you, sir. Appreciate
I'm
you
just
making my
saying,
job
like-
so much easier.
But I'm just saying, like, look, man.
And he's not
hood-
wrong either. Is he
They
wrong,
always
Ruben?
say- they
Is
say
he
you can
wrong?
they say you can take the person out the streets, but you can't take the streets out the person. So technically what I'm saying is anywhere some hood niggas are, that is a hood now. I'm just saying we got to apply logic. So anywhere them niggas is, that's a hood.
I can't with this dude. But it's true. That's why it's so
Well, at
funny.
least they caught the dude.
Well, that's. I'm glad he called. I mean, but man, look, man. Some people you can't tell what to do.
Black Morticia Adams always gets me.
Guac and glocks.
Guac
baby.
and glocks.
I thought y'all had already saw that. Yeah. Just saying, man.
I mean, so he went out, came back with the gun. I mean, he went out and came back with the gun. And I guess then he shot him. And then he waited 30 seconds to leave. Then he just left.
Was the 30 seconds to see if he was actually going to get more guac, seeing that he shot somebody?
Fuck right there.
Let me see if they're going to give me some guac.
At least Chipotle, at least they closed Chipotle after the police got there. So, yeah. Because, hey, man, some places that shit would have stayed open.
I mean, just
Okay.
move the body, wipe out the blood, keep it moving.
I'm going to ask a question. So was this assailant white or black?
They did not specify.
Okay.
Do we have to?
No, they do, because AG, I'm
Sure.
trying to get a mental picture of
Is-
is it some white dude saying we should have built the wall to keep you out, or is it some black dude standing there going, now who else want to fuck with Hollywood Code? Like, I'm just trying to get the picture of like what.
That's funny.
Okay.
Like, because you said it's a 30-second pause, so I got to fill this 30 seconds with
That's
something.
a long time, man. 30
I'm
seconds?
saying, but AG, I can't feel it if I don't know the description of the assailant.
Man,
because,
as
like,
much as we
I
talk
can't-
about white people stuff on this show, come on, man. You already know.
See, I know it's some white people shit, but I also know.
But it's not. I mean, we should label it. If it's white people shit, then we have to equally say, yes, ghetto. We already know.
See, here's the
We
thing,
have
I
to,
don't
come
know.
on, man.
So here's the thing. I don't know where this Chipotle is. If this Chipotle, if you told me it was in
Southfield, Michigan.
Actually,
Okay,
when you
so-
say Michigan, I'm liable to think it's Arabic. You don't know. Their Arabic
right,
community.
you're right.
Their
Man,
Arabic
come on,
community
man.
is huge in Michigan, man.
Give him-
They would have said that shit.
God damn it, man! You're making it hard for me to get this stereotypical picture out of my head, man. I'm trying to paint the picture of racism in my head.
You can't do it.
I'm trying to put the correct racism chant that 30 second had to be filled.
Well,
with.
if one of your
Oh,
choices
shit.
has to be Arabic at this point, because I promise you, the community is huge in Michigan, man. It is.
Yeah, so it
Especially
could've
right
been
outside of Detroit.
It could have been some white guy yelling "America" afterwards.
Well, it could have been, but
Oh.
it's not a presumption anymore, sir.
Man, you just fuck it, man. I just wanted to know how to apply my racism, man.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
hold on. I might got something for you.
Okay.
Fox News didn't even say what the person was. So that tells me it's probably white.
Yeah.
It's white.
But
It's white.
They did say,
I told
they
you.
did say
Catch right there.
Southfield.
Good catch right there.
Yeah.
They did say Southfield is about a 20-minute drive northwest of Detroit.
Yeah, that's just the nuance they tried to put it in there
Yeah.
just to
that's what I
dissuade you.
Because if it was a brother,
They would have said.
black
They would have
person.
said. They would have said African American or whatever brown person. They would have let you know exactly. The idea that they left it blank. Yeah, we already know.
And finally, to completely date this show, Cody Rhodes just beat Roman Reigns for the belt on WrestleMania. So
We just why are we trying to date the show? Like,
no,
Did that just happen?
yeah, it literally just happened.
So why is it dating the show?
I guess because it's making it so we watched this on Sunday night when it happened.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So, with that being said, AG, what's on your mind?
Well, I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier in the podcast, which, again, I'm on a schedule. I need to get this show out so, we stay on schedule. My dudes at Sweetwater, they hooked me up. They got me the equipment I needed. It got here fast. I had some issues. They worked those things out. And for anybody out there that does a job like me, whether it's smaller than mine or much larger, if you're not going to Sweetwater with your gear needs and bigger than that, your after-purchase care, then you need to get your mind right. And really that leads me to, something in general about life itself. Make good choices. If people around you that support you and what you're doing, make that much more abundant than people to take from you all the time. If the people aren't taking care of you and all you do is put stuff out and there's nothing coming back to you, note who those people are and note what those situations are and do something about it. It's not going to get any better unless you make choices. So with all that being said, if you're being supported, keep being a patron, keep giving your attention and time to it. If you're not, tell that person or situation to kick rocks. Life is too short. So anyway, that's what's on my mind.
Awesome. All right. Moby, what's on your mind, bro?
Sports.
Shocker.
AAU sports.
Shocker. We got another Tales from the...
Oh man, it's not going to be that.
Yes,
it's not
it
going to
is.
be that.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's not. So this weekend was filled with like 16 hours straight of AAU basketball.
Jesus.
So 16 hours straight. No, it was about 8 hours straight. It was about a 16-hour day for me. But I got a question for AAU parents, and I know I'm not gonna get an answer, but it's just, is this what you want for your kids? Like, do you want so badly for your kid to be a part of something or to get playing time that you're willing to let your kid just be awful and miserable on a team? Because I watched my youngest daughter be on a team that has like two kids that look like they actually cared about basketball, maybe three, and then a whole bunch of other girls that looked like they was just there for the road trip in the uniforms. And the coach had to specify after the game, which I'm glad he did, that going forward playing time will be based on merit, not necessarily just given. But the fact that he had to even give that speech is just like, parents, do you not see what your kid does out there? Like, I just can't imagine if my daughters were truly terrible at something. Would I still be like so gung-ho about like the need for them to like be a part of it just because like I need them to feel good about themselves? Like, if you're not good at this, like try to find something else that you're good at or passionate about. Like, don't force your unathletic kid to do something that they don't want to do. Now granted, the girls have a good time. They're all friends, but maybe I'm just so competitive that I'm just like, that has to be miserable. Because I had to look at my youngest daughter who has fun playing sports all the time. She's just the most joyful person playing. And I saw a look on her face that I translated, because I feel like as a parent, you just know what your kids' looks are. Like you know. Like when I saw her, I looked at her and I read her mind. It said, why the fuck am I out here with these bums?
You're probably right. That was Katie's. I already have an idea what that face looks like. So now I'm with you on that. That's probably exactly.
And she was exhausted by like 8 minutes into the game, because like she just had made a decision that I got to do this shit by myself. In all aspects. Like I got to be the one to get the rebound. I got to be the one to dribble down the court. I got to be the one to pass it to somebody else and hope that they make a shot. But if not, I'll just take it away from them and try to shoot it myself. Like, she was exhausted. And I just felt like, am I doing something wrong by having her play with these bums? Because I'm like, I feel like I'm teaching her a life lesson. Because like, look, there are going to be times where you just got to carry these bums. Like that's life. We've all been at work and been like, God damn it, that motherfucker Joe don't do shit at work, and he makes me have to do 3 times more at work. But that's life. So I'm like, I feel like we're giving her life lessons. But to see this joyful person just have this look of disdainment towards all of these girls that I had just seen her laughing and joking with was just heartbreaking. And after the game, I had to leave the gym and go to another gym to pick up my other daughter and come back. And she was like, can I ride with you? And I'm like, no, just stay. I'll be back in like 20 minutes. Stay with your team. And she said, I don't want to be with them. I know she didn't mean it.
All the seriousness ever.
Exactly. I know she didn't mean it that way.
No, she didn't. No, she meant that.
No, she didn't mean it like I don't want to be with them because I don't like them. I think she was just like, no, I just need a break from all of this sorry ass team that I just was around.
But that's what I'm saying. She meant that. Right?
Yeah, she did. But it was just like, she didn't mean it to be hurtful. That's what I mean. Like, she didn't mean it for it to be hurtful. Because she was right. She was standing in the middle of her team when she said it.
And
it was so cold-blooded. She was like, I don't want to be with these people.
Isn't that your daughter? You're shocked?
Yes. Because
why?
I don't think I would have had that. I might have made a joke about it. No, man. I'm aging. I know me when I was a kid. I might have made a joke about it. I might have just. But it was no joke. It was no laughter. It was no smile.
Just a matter of fact.
I don't want to be with these people. And then she said, I don't want to be with these people. Don't leave me alone. And I'm like, you're in between like 9 of your teammates and you're saying, don't leave me alone. And I'm thinking, oh, you felt alone like the entire 40-minute basketball game you just played. So like, don't leave me alone.
Exactly.
Don't leave me.
That was the sunken place for her, sir. that teacups and spoons everywhere.
I drive to the other gym. I just been picked up my wife and my other dog. I was just like, Cadence was pissed. And she was like, what's wrong? I'm like, that's about the most upset I've ever seen her. And she wasn't even upset. It was just like, she don't want to be with these people. She said, don't leave me alone.
Don't leave me. Help me.
And then I felt terrible because I was like, I should have taken her, but I'm like, what message would I be sending to the rest of them? I was like, nah, I'll be back in like 20 minutes, man.
The next game was in another hour.
Yeah. So I'm just like, why am I going to take you? Like, we coming back here to watch you play your next game. Like, oh, man. Oh, and I did see the greatest example of cooning I have ever seen.
Whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Ever seen.
The greatest example you've ever seen.
Great. So I think it was a month or 2 ago, I was talking about the dude that made a scene at a rec basketball game. He's cussing, he's yelling, and his response was, I'm a real nigga, blah, blah, blah. And he's just off the rails. So I show up to the AU game, and I see him walk in. So I'm like, holy shit, he's all the way up in Harrisonburg? What the fuck is he doing up here? Not realizing that his daughter plays with my daughter. His daughter plays on my youngest, plays on Cadence's team now.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, fuck, it's going to be that type of party again today. This motherfucker was yes, sir, no, sir, high-fiving white kids, hugging white women.
I thought he was real.
Super supportive. Like, girls was throwing up air balls from half time. Good shot, good shot. I'm just like, who the fuck is this Conan ass nigga? Like, bruh. Like, and I know he kept seeing me look at him because I won't try to cause a scene. I won't try to be like upset. But I just kept looking at him like, where the fuck did you come from? Because you was like at a game that was closer to Richmond that had a lot of black people involved. You was yelling and screaming and threatening kids and
threatening kids.
And then you come to this establishment where there are white people and AAU, and I'm like, I get it, because you know these AAU people will kick your ass out and keep your money. But I mean, yo, he walked up to some white girls after game. Good job, Kate. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy that looked me dead in my eyes and was like, because I'm a real nigga. I was like, what the fuck happened, Tom? Like, you just...
He said Tom.
Like, when did this motherfucker turn to Uncle Ruckus? Like,
oh shit.
It was mind-boggling. Like, for 3 games, I had to listen to this dude be somebody that I just didn't even fucking equate to him based on my only other experience with him. So now I'm just like, who's the real guy? Like, I don't know.
Was it a body snatcher? You think it was a body snatcher?
Bro, if there was ever a time where I would accept the answer that motherfucker's been cloned, it would have been that. This nigga was cloned.
Yo, Black Morticia Adams.
I know, right? That was hilarious.
The man.
Yo, when I saw him go high five the little white girls, I was just like, and they weren't even the girls on our team.
Oh,
they
shit.
weren't?
It was the other team.
Names?
I was like, oh my fucking
He knew
God.
their names?
Like, you want to talk about code switching? Oh, like code switching. This nigga switched the console. Like this nigga went from playing the NES to fucking Sega Saturn. Like, just like that.
Sega.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
And I just kept thinking to myself, and I'm the person that people say, like, I've been told that I talk like I'm white, or based on my mannerisms, they're sure I'm married to some clean-cut white woman. And I'm just like, why do I give that vibe to this code switching ass nigga? Like, I don't know what he, like, I don't know if he's working for the master. Like, he turned into the Samuel L. Jackson character from Django. Like, I just...
Oh, like, shit.
Yeah. That's accurate. Based on what he's saying, you know it is. You know it is, Ruben. Come on, man.
Oh, shit. That's funny.
And here's the thing, like, I don't know which version I liked more or which version I hated more. Like, because part of me was like, I kind of wish you kept the same energy I met you with the first time, because at least I'd be like, maybe you are real and just a nigga. But now I'm just like, I don't, like, now you're a fake nigga, like, which might be worse than being a real nigga, because that means you made a conscious choice to do that at that other game. So, like, I don't, like, everything that I'm thinking has, like, just totally went upside down, because I don't know if it's better to be a real nigga or a fake nigga now, because I'm just like, I don't know which one's worse. I don't know if it's worse to be real and just happen to be a nigga, or if it's better to be fake and choose to be a nigga. Like, I don't...
Oh, God.
I just know I kept looking at this dude and listening to him support and clap and be... He didn't say not one fucking negative thing, and our team was trash. Like, I was thinking negative thoughts, but I got to hold them together. But I'm like, I just knew this nigga should be over here attacking people, assassinating their character. And nothing. After the game, he dapped me up. He was talking about how great my youngest daughter was. And I'm sitting here and I got to keep the cool face, because I'm just like, I don't know who you are, nigga. Like, I don't know if this is set up. Like, I don't trust people like that. Like, I just...
Ladies and gentlemen, Raleigh.
Real
ain't dick riding or nothing.
I mean, real recognizing real, and he looking pretty unfamiliar right now. Like,
oh shit.
But yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to have a Boondocks moment, but yeah, I just
A real
That's the most and my wife was like, "You sure that's him?" I'm like, "Yo, trust me."
Would have said that, yo. That's funny.
Because she was like, I didn't really get a good look at him because he was all over. I'm like, look, I was eye to eye with this dude as he told me he was a real nigga as I was getting in between him and an 11-year-old girl. I was just like, yo, so no, 12. I'm sorry, 12-year-old girl. So yeah, that nigga. So he's a real nigga when there's a whole bunch of little black girls around. But when you're in an environment in Harrisonburg and AAU, like apparently you're like, hey, great job.
You know what?
Hey, keep it up. Hey, great pass, Becky.
Stop.
Oh, that was a tremendous effort. Oh, I love the hustle. I'm quoting exactly things that he said. Great hustle. Way to get it back.
Oh my God, stop it.
Now of course, he didn't sound like that. He still sounded the same, but in my head, it was like I felt like it should have sounded like that because that's how much he had completely changed his demeanor. So I don't know. Maybe the nigga was just drunk and high the first time I saw him because I did smell the alcohol in his breath. So maybe he was just drunk and maybe drinking brings out his nigga and being sober makes him, Yeah, I mean,
he need to stop drinking it.
I don't know, Ruben, because like I appreciate consistency. So if he'd have just had that same consistent energy, I'd have just been like, hey, that's just who he is. Like.
He couldn't have had that there.
But now I'm just like, I don't know who the fuck he is, and those type of people concerned me because like if I don't know which one of you I'm gonna get, like even when I was dapping him up, it was like, okay, yeah, you get home safe too.
You get home safe.
You get home safe too.
Oh snap! Oh my God, hilarious.
But I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought about that as I was talking, but yeah, that happened too this weekend. Yeah. What didn't happen was sixth grade basketball being very good. That did not happen. Like Caden's team did not look very good. It was not a very good day for the sixth grade basketball team. And I felt like the other team had ringers because they had some 6-foot girl that Cadence was guarding at one point in time, and I was just like, what's she supposed to do with that? At one point in time, the girl scored over Cadence, and Cadence just kind of looked. It was like, whatever.
Whatever.
Oh, man. From stink meaning to Tom.
Yeah, pretty much.
Who you talking to? Nah.
You know what?
Stink meaning boy. Stink meaning is great. Awesome. Thank you, Moby. That was hilarious, by the way. Hey, man, as far as what's on my mind, I got to see two of my favorite people celebrate their wedding. The actual wedding was on Thursday, just for the immediate family, but they had a reception on Saturday. So it was good to see two of my favorite people get together, get married, and stuff like that. And they're happy and all that. So shout out to them. She never thought it was going to happen. I knew it was going to. Just a matter of time. So, she's super happy that she is now married to him. And he is super happy that he ain't got to move out. So.
Okay.
So, nah, man, nah. It's all love. Yeah. But nah, man, it was a good time. Seen a whole bunch of friends I ain't seen in a long time and stuff like that. And yeah, man, definitely good people. Gabe made me feel like, Ruben, this shit's gonna be you one day. And hopefully I don't regret it. So that's the plan, not to regret that. But yeah, it was good. Just a good weekend, man. Tomorrow, who gives a F about this stupid ass eclipse? Why are people going ape shit on a lunar eclipse? I don't get it. It's gonna be dark for 4 minutes. What the fuck are we doing? Like, really? And you're not supposed to look at it. I mean, what? I mean, the fucking phantom demons coming down and gonna get in your soul, some shit? Like, I don't understand. So, yeah.
they got glasses that allow you to look at it, man. Like some people, it doesn't happen that often, so that's why people are hype about it.
A lunar eclipse happens like every 7 years.
Is that often?
Often enough.
All right, Ruben. I'm gonna ask you a serious ass question, and just answer the question.
Yep.
Don't add any of your own personal context to it. Just answer the question as stated.
It's a trap.
If you only had sex one time every 7 years, wouldn't your ass get excited about it?
It's funny that you asked me that question.
Once again, don't add no personal context to it. I'm just saying, if you only had sex once every 7 years, I bet your ass would be excited about it too. You'd do some prep work beforehand too.
That's an unfair question.
Is it though? But you just said that's often enough. So, would you say that's often enough?
No.
All right then. Like I said, it's a big deal. Don't happen that often.
Okay. Sure. Whatever. I think
you stumped. Are you stumped?
Stumped by what?
Like you just seem like you think it's stupid because you don't want to see the sun get blocked for 4 minutes. I get it. It's a big deal to some people, man.
Apparently a lot of people. But yeah, I don't understand it. So that's fine. It's
just
fine
don't look at it.
Understand it.
Just I'm just interested on like how it's going to be to people who are in a plane as it's happening.
I don't think anybody's flying during that time. Because my assumption is, if it's dark, then, yeah. Planes,
so you think the planes are gonna stop going?
No. I'm thinking that for 4 minutes, if you can't see shit, it probably is a danger.
I mean, what are they looking at anyway? They trust equipment for most of the stuff anyway. Now, I'm pretty sure people won't be like landing during that 4 minutes. That seems like it could be dangerous. But if you're 30,000 feet in the air and your plane ain't supposed to land for another 15, 20, 30 minutes anyway, why would it even matter? I just wouldn't think that they would be flying. But and we Amazon some glasses that allow you to look at the sun. I'm pretty sure pilots should have some shit too. Like,
I mean, I hope to be inside a building, so I don't care.
I mean, I don't know. I just curious, like being on a plane, and then what if you're on a plane and you trying to see it, but the person next to you is like, "Hey, I ain't got the glasses," so they gotta close the window. Or what if you ain't got the glasses, somebody keep the window open, and your ass go look, and now you blind because Delta didn't want to give you no goddamn glasses. Like, I'm really just trying to figure out how I can sue right now. I'm just trying to figure out like how I can get this lawsuit for tomorrow.
Well, Moco Cowboy says there are deliberate flights from Austin to Detroit that travels along the path.
How can I get on that flight and sue?
I don't know.
Like, I don't want to be permanently blind, but like I could be blind for a day or two. So for a lawsuit, like that's, I don't need to see on a Tuesday. Like, I'm good.
I mean, you break your arm, you can get a lawsuit. I'd rather not lose my vision.
I'd rather not. I said permanently. I'd rather not lose it either. But I mean,
But you don't know. Man,
if it could be blurry for a day or two, and I get a couple thousand for that, like I'm good.
I live in that world, sir. You don't want that. Hey, AG, do you care to jump in this shit?
No.
Especially with the vision thing. I don't think you want that.
No. I mean, the bottom line is, I'm like, everything that you don't like is dumb. But it's not. To some people, it's a big deal.
No, I just don't necessarily understand it.
Well, you don't have to for it to have value. It has value to someone else. Just be,
it does, I guess.
Say what?
AJ, he's a hater, man. He's a hater extraordinaire. It just gave him something to hate. You know what I hate? The goddamn moon getting between the sun and earth. Fuck that shit. Can't stand that shit.
But see, KB Yako, perfect example. People are traveling for this. I don't remember 7 years ago when this shit was that crazy.
How are people traveling during an eclipse?
Because
fucking your world up.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, if you live in Virginia, like, you got to go somewhere else to really see it for like the period of time. And people are like taking their families there and stuff like that. I'm just like, for what? Like, I mean, I just don't. I don't.
You went to the NFL Hall of Fame, and there's a whole bunch of people that think that shit's stupid because football is just a stupid game with guys running into each other with equipment. Like, it's all in perspective. It's all in perspective. Somebody probably think that shit's stupid. You're memorializing these old guys who have CTE now. Like,
exactly. That's all I'm saying. It's like, it's important to someone, so it's not dumb.
You know, I say it like this: there are people who like things, and there are people who don't, and you don't have to be both. You know, it's fine. It's fine to dislike some things. But
if you just gave if you got hate in your heart, let it out.
I mean, sometimes it's what it is, bro.
I got hate in my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just need to hate. That's it.
It's okay. Look, man, I know who I am.
You do.
No argument there. No argument there.
You know,
except for the times when you don't. Like, sometimes you got to be pointed out your hypocrisy. But then once it gets pointed out, you at least accept it. You own it.
I ain't perfect.
Sometimes.
I'm just another man trying to make it this life.
But you might be the perfect hater. You might be the perfect hater.
Nah, there's some people out there. There's always somebody better than me.
I think some people just have better resources to hate than you. But I think
Trump's really good at it, man.
You're the greatest hater I have ever personally known. You just don't have the resources.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you just don't have the resources to hate on a high level like Trump. Like, if you had the resources to, I think you could hate like that. Matter of fact, I think you're better than that, Ruben. Like, don't sell yourself short. You're better than that.
I'm an equal opportunity. Am I not? I think I am. What? Now, I'm team. This shit can be done, so no, we don't have to talk about it no more. So, awesome. But thank you, everybody, listen to this episode of 5 Minute Warning. As always, we will be back on Sundays, 9 p.m. to whenever we feel like being done. Which AG is gonna be mad at that, but yeah. Make sure, as always, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell somebody about us. Hey, y'all, we do this. It's fun. Thank you for everybody who chimed in. Thank you for AGMOB, as always. And once again, we'll be back next Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not CPT time. That's not what we do. Other than that, what? We don't. Because when I do CPT time, people get mad. So we don't. Now, with that being said, as always, we will see you next week. Peace, love, hair grease, soul, and deuces.
Email us at 5minutewarning19@gmail.com. And also leave comments on Facebook and Twitch. Search 5 Minute Warning. Contact us on Twitter at AG_FMW podcast, at Newsman25, at FMW 2019. Contact us on Instagram, Moby 5 Minute Warning, AG_5 Minute Warning, Newsman25. You can listen to the podcast at Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of
The 5 Minute Warning.